Good afternoon. It's Roland from Meesmar Shakers, and yeah, I'm getting started on my next project. So what I'm going to be doing is taking this ICB tote that we've got sitting here and putting it up on a couple of cinder blocks. Put those here, and then to raise it off the ground so that we have a little bit of gravity feed. And then tie it into the downspout of our rain collection system so that we can have water sitting in the ICB tote. So we'll have one here, we'll have one over there, and there's another one on the corner of the garage, but we have to get the eaves trough installed on the garage before we can actually get this one done. So what I'm going to do is just clear some of this long weeds and all that kind of stuff. Then I'll need to level the cinder blocks off so that we can go too high, and then I'll put a piece of 4x4 across so it'll support the ICP tote, and then I'll need to work later on actually connecting it to the downspout and to make sure that we've got water coming into the actual tote itself. But we can basically get this into place today, and so it's a really nice simple task for me to do, and then I'll have to get more cinder blocks to actually put that one in place. But I think I'll clear the space for him. I think I'll put some landscape fabric down as well, and some wood chips over top of it, so everything is clean and neat, and then we're not going to end up with all kinds of weeds growing up underneath one more time. But that'll be a few extra steps as we're going along. Anyways, that's the goal, and I'll bring you along as we do this. Okay, little later in the same day, I've got the cinder blocks up, landscape fabric down. Next step is to put the wood chips in place, rake them level. Then I'm going to cut this cedar post, an 8-foot cedar post, in half so that we end up with a runner here, and so a runner on this side and a runner on that side, and then it's just a question of putting the IBC tote on top, and I think we'll get Patricia to give me a hand with that. But next step is to get the wood chips, and so we'll be using wood chips from over there. I've got the wheelbarrow lined up, ready to go, with a fork to pick them up, and we'll let you see what we're up to as we get to. Okay, here's the ICB tote installed. It's got a little bit of a lane coming to the front. Put it up on the cedar 4x4s, and the wood chips are underneath. We've used 8-inch by 16-inch. Sorry, we're still using American here. Imperial. Cinder blocks, and then all I did was have it connected, or I will be connecting it to the downspout from the eaves trough. And we have just an extension here, a simple 4x4 extension, which needed to be adapted a little bit to make it fit there. It's a leftover piece of roofing that we can use for other projects. Who knows? Here's the next tote, so this will be the next project. The downspout is there, so I'll have it around the corner on this side rather than having it on the back. Same kind of process though, so I'll clear out all of the weeds and all that kind of stuff, and make sure that things are level, complete the groundwork, get the landscape fabric in place with wood chips, and again another 8 cinder blocks, and get this one up off the ground. So the idea would be to use that one watering those trees, and if we plant anything in this area in the next little while. This is our chicken tractor that we'll be using with the meat birds, the ones that are in the garage right now, and we will be bringing this out into the space there, our neighbor's yard. There's a watering system, etc. We'll show you what this looks like when it's up and running. Essentially, put a pair of wheels. There's a wheel can go on there, and a wheel can go on there, and we can then pick up the front side and sort of use it like a wheelbarrow-ish kind of thing. Referred to as a chicken tractor for some reason or other. And then as we move to the back here, I've wanted to move this stone for a long time because that's essentially in the way of being able to actually cut the grass and keep it in relatively minor state. This is a Rose of Sharon. It's a relative of the hibiscus, but it seems to be having some real difficulties. Been watering it as we go, but seems that something's been eating off of it. We've been starting to collect a few tomatoes, cherry tomatoes from this plant, and there's a bumblebee on the, I think that's lavender, no it's not, thyme maybe, something along those lines, and there's some overgrown lettuce in here. We'll need to replant for the fall. There are some grapes here. You can see here's one grape. These are, I think, Concords. There's another one down there. They have had a rough time of it. They've been transplanted 3 times, and hopefully, given that this one is coming along quite well, I think this is probably their resting state, or this is where they're going to end up growing over the trellis. That's what the trellis was originally for. In addition, we have some sweet peas. Citrus's got some sweet peas that are growing on here, and there's some dill in the background, and then Swiss chard is the reddish and yellowish stem stuff, big leaves, etc. Very nice replacement for either spinach or lettuce, depending on how you want to make use of it. Here's my stash of materials. So there are a number of cedar 4x4s that we'll be using for the bridge, and there's our Trek deck boards that I'll be cutting in half and using them to put across the deck of the actual bridge when we get there. We've got some egg layer chicks coming next week, and we'll be starting them in this as a brooder. So that'll be the 29th, whatever date that is, next week Thursday, I think, somewhere in there. No, it's got to be later than that, Friday maybe, because the 1st is Labor Day. Start classes the next day, Tuesday the 2nd. All right, so we've got some of these materials regrowing, so I'm going to have to maintain it for quite a while until I get these to actually stop growing and to die back. Hopefully the willows are mostly in that stage at this point. Albie, as you just saw, has no problems walking across this space. Hey you, who's going there? And I think Patricia and Rachel were collecting some beans, picking beans this afternoon. Anyways, I think I'll finish here. It's Miller time, I think, and we're going to relax for the rest of the day. Probably need a shower. Anyways, talk to you soon. Bye.